So what we've got here, this is usually called the significator. To me, it's underlying factors. It's sometimes things that are yet unknown to be revealed. In this case, we're looking at partnerships and alliances, the Three of Wands, in connection to the Nine of Pentacles, which means that for you, if it talks to you, Scorpio, take what you can from the reading and throw the rest away. But for some of you, this is going to talk about your associations through the earnings of a dollar, through your day to day, through the way you make a living. Because we do have, these are firmly set alliances. I don't think that these things are on a very mundane scale. I think these partnerships are what you're looking at as being very responsible for possibly a period of big time growth for you. And for some of you, it is the underlying factor in what you're going to go through during this period of time. We've also got the Seven of Pentacles. It's a period of work, but it's about developing what you're developing, how quickly you're developing. You're maybe looking at associations or even associates, taking clues from what associates are doing to build their harvest, where it feels like for Scorpio, maybe you're a little bit stuck. Maybe during this period, there's growth, but you feel that it should be more significant. It almost feels like you're saying, you're crying out to your community, where did everybody go? You left me here to fight the fight. Where did everybody go? For some of you, it feels like your associates aren't sharing the wealth when they should be. But it very much feels like there's growth, but it feels like a very slow building growth. Thank you. Gosh, Spirit just had to knock me in the head because it wasn't coming. There's absolute growth. It's just a very slow building growth. Now, first we have the card that represents, what's crossing you? The Justice card. Now we look at the foundation, the past, the present, the future. So there's love coming in for someone, or a very satisfying result during this period of time. Now, we see the Eight of Swords, that's in the situation representing you. Next is your environment, the King of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands is where hopes and fears is at. And the Wheel of Fortune is the outcome. All right. Good. Good, Scorpio. For some of you, this is waiting for results. Some of you are wrapped up in a financial, maybe collaboration with other people. Or you've got a court appearance coming through that might mean profitable, a lot more stability for you, happiness, some satisfaction with it. So what I really see coming, all in all, is that you're running the cycle of the Justice, What is justice bringing to you? Number one, first we have at the foundation, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is a woman who sees her future strong. Sometimes she's very independent. She can take care of herself. She has earned the right to be proud of the things that she's built. But now she knows she can very much start planning for her future based on her own accomplishments and based on what she does with the things that she grows. What does she do with the things that she's building? Now we want to look at the next position, which is the past. And in the past, ooh, we had a happy home. What happened to that home? What happened to that home? Did somebody leave? Because in present day, we take this interpretation of what feels like a fairly decent amount of satisfaction within the four walls that you live, but we have someone comes across as a Knight of Swords, but he's hasty somewhere in the current day, present day. There is a movement, but it's a hasty movement, and it's a movement that pushes you forward, regardless of whether you're going to the past, going back to the past, or moving on to the future. I almost think that this Knight of Swords is firing back to a past situation where maybe there was a feeling of some happiness. I don't know how much happiness there was if there was someone who left. I almost feel that there's a pull back to the past. That's the way his horse is facing. So it might be a kind of a hasty retreat back to the past, or a regression back to the past. We're moving in reverse here currently. There are thoughts of visiting a past situation where there was happiness, where there was family, and maybe just you're mentally going to that place. Maybe you're mentally revisiting this happy place. But what we have moving up into the future for Scorpio is you representing yourself, but also representing a solid situation where love is concerned. So I do see for many of you, not all of you, but for many of you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpio, we've got a brand new, very mature energy. Tells me this individual may be very romantic, smooth. They will certainly know how to talk you off your feet if you're not careful. But I do see something feels very comfortable here. This energy, he feels very much at home in your arms. This is someone who feels familiar. And that's why I have to wonder, are you being charmed to a situation in the past, maybe? Someone calling you back to the happiness, the joy, the situation from the past. But he doesn't see the repercussions of his actions. His actions can actually be a little bit careless. So he might just be moving in the wrong direction. And you may find out that you have been charmed. You may seriously find out that the King of Cups has come along, and maybe we should kind of turn him on his side, because he kind of feels a little romantic, a little sly, a little too charming. It's a voice from the past for many of you. A place where maybe you were comfortable. A relationship where maybe you did feel like you were at home. I think some of you have seen the path in front of you that's been independent and strong. This may be saying beware of this energy from the past With Mercury in retrograde, and here it comes again. We know that situations from the past can be resurrected, but they can really be snuffed out just as quickly. And we have to be careful not to fall into the wrong trap. While Rico Suave here is charming the crap out of us. Let's just watch it. We have to watch our emotions and how easily we play into the charm when maybe we should be standing independent and strong from this energy. But this feels like for someone it really kind of wants to play out. And the justice is here maybe just to say that whatever you're going through here, something is playing out on all levels here. It affects your foundation. It affects your movement forward. But this guy kind of comes in on your path to independence and says, whoa, Nellie, where are you going so fast? I have, a little something to deliver to you, say hello to my mighty sword. The sky is very much about moving in quickly, sort of charming you off of your, stilettos. Let's try not to be swayed too heavily. Now, this represents you, and this is where we want this card. The Eight of Swords, if you notice, she's kind of restrained herself. She's holding back, and even though she may be feeling the charm, you may be feeling the magnetism of this energy. The suave Romeo, he could talk you to death. You got to watch that guy. So we're restricting ourselves. Maybe you're not allowing yourself to come close enough to experience any physical contact. Maybe their physical presence scares you in some way. Maybe it worries you when this person gets too close to you, because what might become of the situation, what might come next, what might really become of your relationship. Is it a repeat pattern? Do you want to go that way again? There are a lot of really extreme questions that need to be asked why you're restricting yourself from this person. What do you fear from them? What have they brought to your life in the past that you're afraid of moving forward with? But in your environment, we have the King of Pentacles, an energy that makes you feel secure. Maybe this is a female, male, it doesn't matter. This is a person that cooks the meals, and folds the laundry, and digs in the garden, and kisses the baby's boo-boos. This is the nurturer, the one who lends security, the one who holds the situation together. So you have someone in your environment, maybe it talks about this partner, who at some level, give you an element of security. Is this an element of security that you have to hold on to? Even though you have to put up the resistance, do you have to hold on to that situation? If you are, it's probably because of the financial support that they offer you. Maybe you're dependent on this ex's financial support, and that's the reason why you keep them in your environment. because they not only offer a sense of well-being. Maybe they're big and strong and they make you feel safe when they're around. Or maybe it's their finances that you need to stay attached to in order to move yourself forward. It's one of those necessary attachments, one of those things that we just have to accept as part of our life. Now, in hopes and fears, we have the Ace of Wands. So somebody in this situation is wanting to get it on again. They're waiting and wanting this flame to be ignited again. For someone in the relationship in this situation, it is their fear. This is the two-sided answer. This is, you could go both ways. On one hand, it's a hope, and on the other hand, it's a fear. For one person, they're all lubed up and ready to go. And for someone else, they're pulling out their hairdryer and, backing up the truck. Because there's a fear of this situation reigniting again. It's the flame coming back. And this is the answer I would probably expect for us. In the outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of effing Fortune, guys. For some of you, it's that karmic cycle. For some of you, it is your karmic destiny to keep repeating this cycle in your life. And for some of you, it's the necessity to get the hell off of the cycle and move in another direction. Take a new direction in your life. If you've been doing this for 10 years, 20 years, and it's rearing its head again, baby, you need to get off the wheel. It's time to slow the wheel of karma down here. It's time to bring it to a stop so that you can open up to a new karmic destiny. Destiny for some of you is really wanting to be changed. That's why the need for the resistance is here. This situation may never be enough to maintain you. Now, for some of you, if this is a business relationship, listen, business has been stuck. Business flow has been down. Things have been sagging. And it isn't just your boobs. Things are sagging. You've got this independent path going for you. It's something you strived for. You left maybe something that felt very comfortable. Doesn't necessarily feel incredibly romantic. But it feels like there was some comfort there. You left a comfortable thing to chase an independent dream. And then it feels like you fell off of your horse here. So things have been held up. Karmically speaking, Spirit is making reassessments on you. You're not changing your direction. You're still doing the same thing. But maybe Spirit is delivering you to a new position, a new clientele, if you understand what I'm saying here. A new way to deliver your passion that is actually going to come across as something far more successful than what you've been doing. But you guys, if you're dealing with this karmic thing, oh, help you. Oh, help. Oh, my goodness, Spirit, help. Because Spirit is saying this, it really, it's the same karmic cycle. It's not going to go any differently. The definition of insanity is repeating the same mistakes and expecting a different result. This thing is not going to change. This person has not changed. They cannot change. They will never change. That's why Spirit is saying you've got to put up this resistance because you already know this. You work too hard to release from this energy. This energy wanting to come back is nothing short of insanity for some of you. For some of you, maybe you can make it work out. It may just be your destiny. But I'm telling you, this King of Cups, he fizzes out 5 minutes into the activities. You know, he's dead asleep 5 minutes into it. That situation isn't going to change. He's not going to suddenly turn into, Romeo on Velvet. That's not going to happen. It's the same karmic outcome. Restriking this match is only going to lead to another cold shower for Scorpio. Okay, let's take a look. I don't even know where to look for clarity. Let's start with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. The Hierophant. It's the marital bed. It's the marital situation. And the Fool. What I've got here, the reason this comfortable thing feels so comfortable is it was basically based on business. It was basically based on the financial thing. The happy home was the illusion. This night, though, once you have become this, the strong, independent woman, this Fool who you're in a contractual thing with is going to wake right up. He's going to absolutely wake right up. And what's going to happen there is his awakening. This person is absolutely going to wake up. This person has been sleeping the sleep of a fool. He's completely turned himself as ignorant to everything that's gone on. His fingerprints are all over the wrongdoing in the situation. Now, Spirit's really going on this one. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let's just breathe. You've got someone here that's riding back to the happy home situation when some of you, not all of you, are fine and dandy on your own. Michael is saying that for whoever is screaming, no, 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 there's a reason why you're screaming, no, 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 because you do not want that karmic fool. You don't want their DNA all over your sheets again, because you know that that fool is nothing but a fool. He's hasty. He's not terribly respectful. He has been hasty in some of his actions. He's been foolhardy. He may have cheated on you, and that may be why we're seeking justice here in the situation, is maybe you have actually already left this person. Now, let's get it together and go with the Eight of Swords. The clarity with the Eight of Swords. It's too many. This is in the position of you holding back, restricting yourself, keeping yourself at arm's length. So that this Bully. For me, he's a bully for some of you. So that you can resist this from coming back into your life. Page of Cups. The Eight of Swords again. And the Queen of Wands. What you're wanting is to restrict yourself from this energy. Some of you are hiding out, and it feels a little bit immature to you. You may feel like you're playing the game of an 8th grader where you just don't allow that icky boy to touch you because you know he's got cooties and he probably, smells like his frogs. So you kind of want to put this wall up around yourself. It's really very much what you are not only needing but desiring, because you know what this kind of immature energy can bring to you. He's romantically uneducated. He has no idea how to please his partners. If anything, he's more about pleasing himself, and he makes no bones about showing you exactly that intention.